seeing TJ involved the way you did last year with Poe, or are you talking to him daily, or how are you doing
Yeah,
that?
we're just doing a similar thing where like he evaluates the game, and then like yesterday, Pat Delaney and I met with him in my room. We just do similar things. Personnel based, evaluate the game. He gives us his opinion of what was good, what was bad. And to me, it keeps him engaged.
Mm-hmm. How is he as an assistant coach? Is he pretty good?
He's on it. Yeah, no, he's on it. I told him because during the film session I said something. He started shaking his head, so I told him. Took it a year and a half, but you finally agree with something I said. So,
You got 3 games in 4 days coming up. Is there any personnel type things that you look to do in keeping guys fresh, or you just go at it?
No, I don't. To me, look. You play your best players have to be on the floor. So if you have the kind of team where you can start saying, "Hey, we're playing back to back, and this guy, I'm going to give this guy some time," you have a really good roster. With our team right here, guys got to play their minutes. When the subs go in, they got to give us a chance, and that's it. I've been around a couple teams where you could mess around like that, but when you can mess around with who's playing in your playing group in this league, you're going to win 55, 53 games anyway. So that's not, in my experiences, it's just not the way it works.
Seems like you just get off the All-Star break, and now you guys are 4 games in 3 days.
Yeah, listen, this is a lot easier than it used to be. We're playing 11 back-to-backs. 5 years ago we were playing 20. So it's the other team plays the same schedule.
You feel like Ennis is settling in? How much of the
Yeah,
offense does he have
The one
now?
thing about it that's harder, I would say, is because we don't play back-to-backs, we play every other day, and you don't practice nearly as much. And it is harder. He's a quick learner. We just don't do it. It's impossible to do enough so those guys can get up to speed quickly. It's hard.
Coach, with Vince Carter hanging it up after 22 seasons in this league, what kind of impact has he had on the NBA?
Well, obviously, he's been he's a great talent. Whenever you have your own nickname, in this league, obviously, that's something. And then I think that if you went around, we had him in Orlando when I was an assistant, and I think it's more that way. I think it's always, again, at the end, it'll always be about the people. So he's got great character. He's very smart. He's a great teammate. He's a great representative of your organization, of the league. And I think if you went around and talked to people, that's what everybody would say. And you don't get that a lot in our league. Both ends of the floor. And I thought we started the game, I thought we had good intent. And we really lacked energy at the offensive end. And they were up into us. And then when we broke the lineup, those guys came in, T. Ross, Mo, and DJ and MCW, and they kept us in the game. And then the second half, the starters were good, and he played a great all-around game.
Coach Vooch got 2 early fouls. How big was that? What Mo did? Make the threes, 4 block shots.
Yeah, no, that whole second unit. It started with T. Ross, really, making the 2 threes. And then, MCW's numbers won't show it, but he was a big part of it, too, because of his defense on, Trae in that stretch. But that second unit in the first half played really well.
You called the timeout with about 9-something to go in the third quarter, and all of a sudden the team went crazy. What'd you tell him?
No idea. Yeah, no idea. I don't know about you, but at middle age, I forget stuff, and I have no idea. It probably, if we took it that quick, it wasn't good. How about that?
Cliff, to get this many contributions, how good is it that you got your bench and your first unit?
Oh, that's what it's got to be. That's what the NBA is. If you want to win, you got to have everybody playing well, and our guys know that. And we've had a couple games now. That's actually we've won 4 out of 5, and that's the way it's got to be. That's why they're here. They want to be rotation. Scott Brooks had the great quote the other night. The NBA should be this: if you play well, you get to play or play a little bit more, and when you don't play well, don't look for minutes. No, and that's the way. That's the way the best players look at it, and that's the way we should look at it.
Coach, you held Trae Young to 10 points in the second half. Was anything different you all did in the second half?
He was exhausted from having 25 in the first, I think, is what happened. No, you know what? We didn't do. We tried to double team him in the first half too, and it wasn't effective in the second half. It might have kept him off balance a little bit, but we didn't do anything. We do. We drop more, we play our normal, and then we try to blitz them, and you try to keep them off balance. And we did all those things in the first half, and it didn't work. So it wasn't anything we did.
You did well over 60 points in the paint. Your team was patient, especially against that zone.
Yep, we did a good job against the zone, and in both units, the first unit and the second unit.
Cliff, seeing the way James Ennis ran the floor, he had a couple of really good fast break points for you. How big of a lift is that?
In his defense, and then he hit the one really big three when he first went back in the game there in the fourth quarter.
Hey NBA fans, Kelly McGill here. If you like that last video from Fanatics View on YouTube, be sure to subscribe down below for exclusive NBA content.